Crisis Blanca, says the Catalan newspaper Mundo Deportivo. That means crisis, Craig. Meanwhile, in AS...
Crisis Blanca. Goodness.
There's no midfield.
Oh.
What's that? Futsal, isn't it? There. And then under the spotlight, Zinedine Zidane. A lot of people, as we talked about yesterday, questioning whether or not Zidane has what it takes to step up and actually change things around at Madrid. There were reports that they were angry by the board that he gave the players yesterday off, Gab. Clearly, this is a big, big moment for Zidane.
It's a big moment for Zidane, and, I was there on Wednesday night. He was asked what went wrong, and he said, well, they were better than us at everything, but most of all, what went wrong is we lacked intensity, just fine. It's coach speak, it's throwaway stuff. But then he said something I thought was really interesting. He said, with the kind of players we have, even leave aside the guys who are injured, we should be creating more chances. And we are not creating those chances. It almost seemed like a bit of an indictment of the guys who are out on the pitch, in particular Bale and Hazard. I'll be curious to see if he changes things around a little bit. Of course, he's got Vinicius to come in. You could play James in a different position, or rather, you could if you had a midfield. But you thought it would be a great idea to go into the season with just 4 central midfielders. One of them, Valverde, who's sort of permanently injured. The other one, Modric, who's 34. So his hands are a little bit tied there. But there's a lot of faith in the return of Sergio Ramos, and the vibe I got is that this made them angry, and that they want to take out that anger against Sevilla. And don't forget, as bad as they were in Paris, they were really good for at least 45 minutes against Levante the weekend before.
Home against Levante? Oh, my... Oh, now we're really angry.
I tell you what, hey, don't you talk about the Champions League, because we knocked Levante around. Hey, I tell you what, he's going to have to come up with something. Whether it be some of the new faces starting, whether it be a change in personnel with those that are fit, a change of shape, whatever it is. This is the big question mark surrounding Zinedine Zidane for now, short term. I don't think he's going to be fired or anything like that. I think that's a bit harsh, but certainly it's going to pile the pressure on. The other thing I don't understand, and quite frankly makes me laugh, is, and if it's true, that is, that the board members or the president being annoyed at a manager giving a player or players the day off because they had a bad result. What the hell do they know about player rest and recuperation? I'll tell you, absolutely zero. So that's an utter nonsense.
So it's not a big deal in your eyes that Zidane didn't say, right, you're going to come in off your day off.
Listen, we're past the stage of punishing professional footballers of that level, right? You've got to gauge a player, whoever it is, a squad, fitness, rest. What's the point? What are you going to say to Casemiro and Benzema and Bale? Right, that was horrible, so I'm going to take you in on the Thursday morning and you're going to go for a 10k run and I'm going to be on the stopwatch. I mean, come on. All right, you can come in for some stretching and stuff, but rest and recuperation can only be gauged by players and managers.
And it's not only the physical rest, it's also the mental rest, getting away from it all, just kind of stepping back. Go hang out with your family, see your kids, get some inspiration. Go
play some golf.
Play some golf. Well, Gareth Bale has done plenty of that. Just get away from it all, just so that perhaps you can clear the mind. And you can come into your training session feeling a little bit better about yourself, but knowing that there's an expectation to perform on the weekend. Come on.
Go again. That's just, you come back on the charter flight on the Wednesday night and this is how it would go. Listen, everybody tomorrow off, go away and have a think about it.
Right.
Rest up, and Friday we come in and we go again. Right. Clean slate, we go again. What a clueless bunch some of these people are.
Now, let's have a look at the odds, shall we? Let's not forget Sevilla, top of the table, unbeaten so far this season, 8-5.
What's Levante's price?
Real Madrid are 3-2. So Sevilla, let me do the maths quick.
Is that you doing math?
Yeah, that is. Sevilla just outside us. Real Madrid favourites going into the game. I think Sevilla are a great bet, Gab. What's your prediction here?
I really think this could go any which way. I think a lot's going to depend on how they line up. And I also think, on the back of what the boys were saying there, and I wouldn't underestimate this, it's pretty obvious what's going on, right? You blame him and the lazy players for not getting the day off, and not addressing the main fact that, you know, you weren't able to sell James and Bale in the summer because you gave them stupid contracts and nobody wants them, and then Eden Hazard shows up, and then you blame him because he's overweight. I think it's a way for the board abdicating responsibility. When that happens, in my experience, you do get a reaction from the players. I think Sergio Ramos being back is going to be big too. So I'm just going to edge Real Madrid. I'm going to say 1-0 Real Madrid.
Real Madrid to win easily?
I'm going for Sevilla at home. I am. Top of the league, I think they're flying, they're playing well, crowd behind them, and I think, you know, even with personnel changes, they're a disorganised unit at the moment, Real Madrid, and I could see some more pain.
Real Madrid are going to find inner strength from the day off. Yes, sir. There is a reaction.
The day off.
Mental and physical rest. And Real Madrid, somehow, out of nowhere. And you may be surprised the way the game pans out. But Real Madrid will win it and will look good doing it.
No.
Yes, they will.
Real Madrid will lose. Mourinho will be in charge by next week.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.